So, found out that on IG you can video a live video and then have it saved in your IGTV. I have a message from, well, this message is not for everyone, and some may think that I'm crazy, which is kind of true. But if you live life against society's norms, that's normally the fact, right? And they try to make or tag you with something that can be derogatory just for you to derail and lose hope. I think that's what's happening right now with everything. It just makes everyone lose hope. So first it was COVID-19. They're saying that there's no cure, and I'm not saying that it wasn't right or it was fake. I believe it to be true, but there were people who blew it out of proportion. And so now it's like, when people started realizing that it wasn't as dangerous as it came out to be, and people were like, wait, I think we're fine, we're doing fine. And now it's like, can you guys see me? Oh, you can't see me. Wait, let's fix that. Let's look for an angle. I can't see me. Okay, anyway, so now it's more about the government trying to suppress us for being free. And I really think, I'm on my roof. Hello. So yeah, so now it's about the government, right? I kinda had the talk a while ago. So yeah, what they eventually want, like I said a while ago, this message is not for everyone, but what they're entirely trying to do is control a part of our brain. It's called the reptilian brain. And they're trying to control it by fight or flight. That fight or flight response where we think we're always at survival mode. And it's called the reptilian brain. And the best way to control that part of our brain is for us to be in fight or flight or survival mode. Like when they have control of that emotion in you through media, through whatever medium that they have, it's like they have control of your life. They have control of your subconscious. And it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Because through that response in your brain, while they control that, they can basically make you think whatever they want you to think. Or they can basically make you do what they want you to do by just controlling your emotions. That's why after one fear, they add to another fear. It's because it's a crucial time in humanity right now. the Mayan calendar, it's supposed to be, we're actually 8 years ahead. It's actually in the Mayan calendar, we're in 2012. And the Mayan calendar, they predicted that the end of the world was supposed to be 2012. And like I said, this message isn't for everyone. So like, if you understand it, then, and if you're here right now, then this message is for you. Like, you are meant to hear this. So what's happening now is supposedly the great ascension of humanity, where we're starting to wake up to our true potentials and what we really are. And they don't want it, because the people in control, they don't want that. They just want shooting star. They just want to have control. They'll make you smart enough to work out the technology that they make for you, but not smart enough to think for yourselves. And the only way they're doing that right now is through fear. Isn't the meme beautiful? So last night, wait, I'm gonna switch the camera view so you guys can see my face. You can't see my face. Wait, let's try something. Oh, there we go. What is up? So yeah, they're trying to take control, like, and the best way we can fight for them to lose their control over us is to remember that we shouldn't be living in fear. Are you doing it now? I'm down to join if you're doing it right now. I'll do it after this video. So yeah, fear is, it's imprinted on us even since we were kids. It's always trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma. And I have a collective example for everyone. So let's say Disney. Disney is supposed to be for kids, right? Like Disney's supposed to be for kids, but you have the protagonist who always has their parent killed. They always have the parent killed at the start of the movie, and that's what they build the story around. The death and how the kid lives his life in trauma. Imagine you're 6 years old, you're watching Lion King, Mufasa dies. You're watching Bambi, the mom dies. Who else dies? You guys know, like, give me an example of a Disney movie and they killed the parent. Oh wait. Right. So anyway, like, for that example, and let's say Toy Story. Imagine, or let's stick to Lion King, how Mufasa dies. There, Rapunzel gets separated from her parents, stolen by a witch. Exactly. Imagine being kidnapped, thinking that you're putting yourself in the position of the child or the protagonist, and then you get kidnapped. It's just, that's too fucked up, man. Like, that's trauma. That's imprinting trauma into the children's heads. And they're supposed to say that it's a children's movie. And how twisted is that? That's how far fear goes. And that's how far the brain control goes. And how far they just want to control us in fear. And how they would just want to control us in, keep us in this emotion where it's not natural. Whenever there's a glimpse of hope in the world, everyone's so down to shut it. Like, no, there's no such thing as hope. But that's not the fact. Like, you can either live in fear or live in hope, because those are just two of the same emotion. It's fear and hope are not absent of each other, because that's why they circulate that story, a children's story, around the protagonist finding hope in the end. Because they're not they're not separate emotions. They're just one in totally varying degrees. So living in fear or living in hope, that's just a choice. Like, it's either you choose to live in hope or you choose to live in fear. I choose every day to live in hope, especially now with everything that's going around, everything that's going on. Like, you just have to choose. You just have to choose. You just have to make a conscious effort to remember what your triggers are from childhood, like from watching these things, or like personal things that you've gone through, and try to pinpoint like what they are, and just know yourself better. Like, just know who you are on a very deep level, on a level like what causes these emotions, and substoy, like what causes these emotions, and what you do to compensate for these emotions. And triggers is what they call it, right? Yeah, triggers. Just know your triggers. I'll just give you examples, because I can only talk for myself, right? But like, okay, for you guys are here, I want to hear what your triggers are. Like, do you guys know? Are you aware? Like, I want to know. I'll wait. What's up, Joam? There are 3 people watching me right now. Chasa. Hey guys. This is like midnight gospel on the roof with the moon. And this singing bowl. Let's make a commercial. Quick commercial. What do you guys think of your triggers? Triggers of like your personal triggers, like triggers of what causes you to fear, or like causes you to feel these negative emotions. Probably insecurities that you found in institutions, or like triggers of negative emotions and also your positive emotions. I'll play something while you guys think about it.
So yeah, like you just gotta choose. You gotta choose, man. Like choose to wake up in the morning and like just smile, and that switches everything. Like it switches everything. Um, if something happens, like like requested.
Uh, I think the reason religion never.
Hey Dom.
Hi, Age. Hello. Alright, okay. I think the reason religion never really appealed to me is because I feel like it's expected for me to think and act in a way other than from my own convictions. I don't reject the idea of God. Yes, I agree with you. I just don't buy the whole religion thing, I guess. Living life based on other people's expectations is shit. I agree. Like, I totally agree. Like, religion wasn't really used for the betterment of the people. I think it's just another form of control. Like, they're controlling you and how to think and act. Like, they make sure like you have to conform to things, and like a lot of us don't really buy that thing anymore. You know, I get you. I really feel you. Where you're coming from, and like even Catholicism is so fear based. Like, what do they teach us? They always teach us to be fear God. Like, you're a sinner, and like everything that you do is gonna take you to hell. And it's just there to like keep you in fear. Like, they just want to keep you in fear, keep us in fear. What else do like? You always have to go to church on Sunday. If you don't sit down and don't stand up when they tell you to, it's a sin. It's like, and then you can't have communion because you're a sinner. You have to confess. It's just like, and the people there. Oh, I mean, it's an open secret that the Catholic Church, they're fucking pedophile. They have their atrocities. They have their sins. It's like another form of control. Hey, Marl. Hello, everybody who has come and passed. But this is like Midnight Gospel with Meek. Thank you for all for your engagement. I really appreciate it. It's like things in my head and that have, or it's screaming to get out of my head. These people have to know, especially now. Humanity is ascending. Humanity is supposed to enter the next dimension of reality. And the only way that humanity gets to do that is if we remove ourselves from the fear based teachings, and if we adopt a life of hope and a life of peace within ourselves, enough to know who we really are in the depths of all the way down to our core. like everything. Namaste. Thank you for hearing me out. You got any questions before we end? Nothing? Hey, Nicole, hey, Marl. Hello. We're just about to. Oh, hello, Paula. 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 So, yeah. Nice of you guys to drop by, but we were just about to end. This is kind of like the rooftop gospel with our guest, the moon, and she beautiful. I'll be saving this video on my IGTV. So if you wanna know what we were talking about and might be interested in hearing it out, please, it would really mean a lot to me if you would just check it out. I'm Dom, and I'm signing out.